What's up, boxing fans? This is Ross with Boxing Pill, and I have some news about David Haye and Anthony Joshua. Because actually, David Haye compared Anthony Joshua maybe too much to Lennox Lewis, but maybe he's right. Maybe he's actually right, so let's see. But I mean, first of all, this is Boxing Pill. I'm gonna bring you the best boxing news multiple times per week. So if you like the channel, please be sure to subscribe. And if you like the video, please hit the thumb up. That would help the channel a lot, so thank you very much. So back to the video. So actually, David Haye was comparing Anthony Joshua to Lennox Lewis in the sense that also Lennox Lewis lost with a guy that actually was considered a no-name. The name is Haye Rahman, okay? Lennox Lewis was undisputed champion of the world, back in the days. And actually, I mean, I think the fight was actually in South Africa, and he was filming a lot of cameos, lots of stuff. I mean, he wasn't really focused on training back then because, I mean, this guy was, Haye Rahman was a no-name. Okay, I'm just going and I'm going to defeat him straight, right? No one was actually going to bet anything on Lennox Lewis losing. But that is actually not what happened. I mean, Lennox Lewis got distracted. This is actually heavyweight division. He got caught with a power punch, and that was actually the end for Lennox Lewis that night. Then, of course, I mean, he took the titles back. But I mean, the point that David Haye wanted to make is that doesn't matter who you are, at the heavyweight division, one punch, and you're knocked out. The right punch, you can be knocked out. And he was actually saying that Jarrell Miller, I mean, we don't know how good he is in fighting people of the stature of Anthony Joshua, simply because we have never seen him before, number one. And number two is that he weighs 300 pounds, okay? And no one really sees a lot of power coming from his punches, but doesn't mean that, cannot throw the right punch to knock Joshua out, okay? And I mean, already Vladimir Klitschko did, that weighs much less than Jarrell Miller, so probably Jarrell Miller can do it too. So the entire point of actually David Haye was that, pay attention, don't go there with the superior mentality, okay? And he was also referring to Dillian Whyte, because I mean, Dillian Whyte, not as much as Jarrell Miller, but with the fight against Dillian Whyte, there was a lot of trash talk going on, okay? And especially at the beginning of the fight, Joshua got caught with a counter punch that almost was going to knock him down. And the reason was because he fought with his emotion, okay? He let his emotion take the best out of him. And I mean, of course, then he rectified and probably he learned from that fight. But I think Miller is also trying to get under Joshua's skin, because he wants Josh to be dominated by emotion, because whenever you fight with emotion and you are not calm, you're not focused, you're not centered, you are more likely to lose. I mean, it's kind of a paradoxical effect, right? Because your emotions are actually there to make you win, but, if you fall prey of them, they're gonna make you lose. So David Haye just recommends Joshua, stay calm, don't fight with your emotion, and don't underestimate your opponent, because, I mean, Jarrell Miller weighed 300 pounds, and one punch can basically end Joshua's career. Do I believe it? I honestly don't. I mean, David, he was a heavyweight champion, very respected, but if you watch actually other Miller fights, it's true that he actually didn't fight with guys the same stature of Anthony Joshua. But one would assume, if I fight with a person that is 10 times inferior to Anthony Joshua in terms of boxing skill, I will knock them out on the first round, right? Second round, whatever. If you fight actually opponents that are 10 times stronger than your average opponent, I mean, I don't think your performance is going to improve compared to your average performance, right? So I think Jarrell Miller is going to be Joshua is going to play with Jarrell Miller, okay? Maybe he could knock him out on the first round, but he's not going to do so. And I agree partially with David Haye that if Joshua is going to let his emotion take the best of him, we're going to see kind of a different fight. I mean, is there the possibility of that punch that ends the match? there is always that possibility. But I mean, to be honest, Miller is not known for throwing power punches. Probably just gonna throw a pillow on Joshua, just nothing. So yeah. But I mean, okay guys, thank you very much. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, help Boxing Pill growing thanks to you, and I'll see you in the next video.